I want to begin with the latest figures that we are recording in terms of where India stands in its fight against coronavirus. Total cases right now stand at 18,985. India has recorded 603 deaths due to the coronavirus till now. Let me take you through the worst hit states. Maharashtra continues to be the worst hit, recording a total of 4,669 positive cases with 232 deaths. Delhi comes in second with a total of 2,081 corona positive cases with 47 deaths. Now, Gujarat has overtaken the state of Tamil Nadu to come in third with the highest number of positive cases of 2,066. However, Gujarat has recorded more number of deaths due to coronavirus than even Delhi, standing at 77. This data, viewers, was recorded till just about 20 minutes ago, April 21st, 6:30 p.m. All right, let's now move on the big political controversy which is raging on in the country, in the state of West Bengal. A massive political war erupted between Mamata Banerjee government and the centre over the coronavirus outbreak. The TMC government blocked 2 central teams from visiting Bengal, various districts of Bengal, and assessing the ground situation. Later in the day, the interministerial teams were allowed to visit the coronavirus hotbeds, but the confrontation between Mamata and the centre refuses to die down.
All-out pandemic politics amid coronavirus outbreak. Mamata government locked horns with the centre, first alleging faulty rapid test kits, then blocking 2 interministerial central teams out to check hotspots in West Bengal. Dashing an angry letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi crying attack on federalism. The Kolkata police cordon off the area outside the BSF camp housing the central teams stalling their visit.
The central team which is stationed inside this BSF camp has been here overnight. They came out of this BSF camp early this morning. It was speculated that they might visit some of the sensitive zones in the state in South Bengal, especially in North 24 Pargana in Howrah. However, that has not happened so far.
I have been in touch with the Chief Secretary since yesterday, since the time I landed, seeking support from the state government to visit the areas. We also met the Chief Secretary last evening at 6 p.m. at Navarna, where we were assured that today we will again have a meeting and we will be going out for taken around. But today we were informed that there are some issues and we will not be going out.
हमको ताकत से दिल से लड़ना पड़ेगा. ये लड़ाई में आपका शामिल होना जरूरी है, आपका साथ होना जरूरी है.
Coming under central glare, Mamata took to the streets urging people to respect the lockdown.
चिंता करने का कोई जरूरत नहीं है. हम लोग पूरा दिन रात नजर रखते हैं.
But her top aides and babus had earlier lashed out at the centre.
আর এটা নিজেদের ইন্টারনাল যে ওদের সার্কুলার রয়েছে তার উল্লঙ্ঘন হয়েছে, প্লাস আমরা মনে করি যে আমাদের সঙ্গে যোগাযোগ করে আমাদের কাছে এসে কথা বলে আমাদের কাছ থেকে ব্রিফিং নিয়ে তারপরে যদি প্রয়োজন হতো ওরা ফিল্ডে যেতেন, কিন্তু এমন ভাবে মনে হচ্ছে যে আমরা কিছু লোকচ্ছি নেমেছেন এয়ারপোর্ট থেকেই সরাসরি ফিল্ডে চলে যাচ্ছেন, এটা কিন্তু আমরা মেনে নিতে পারছি না.
While the Home Ministry hit back at Mamata Banerjee government, Bengal governor sought cooperation.
कि पश्चिम बंगाल में जो टीमें कोलकाता और जलपाईगुड़ी गई हैं, उनको राज्य सरकार और स्थानीय प्रशासन से सहयोग प्राप्त नहीं हो रहा है. ये आपदा प्रबंधन अधिनियम 2005 के तहत जारी केंद्र सरकार के आदेशों का उल्लंघन है.
I have urged everyone for last 1 week in particular, we must cooperate with the state government. I am happy to tell you that all political parties in the state have lent their support to the state government. I have urged particularly Honorable the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to fully cooperate with the central government.
A war of words erupted between the BJP and the TMC.
She is actually disrespecting the federal structure by thinking that the centre is going to just be a mute spectator to everything that is coming out in the public domain about the apathy of the health condition and health status in West Bengal, and how she has created bureaucratic firewalls through which medical reports, death reports needs to pass through for the people to know whether a death has really been a COVID death or not.
We have a simple question. Why not a single district from Uttar Pradesh? Why not a single district from Gujarat? Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu. Why not? Is there some other reason?
Centre and Mamta Banerjee government are at loggerheads after ICMR testing facility revealed very low virus testing in Bengal. The state government has also been accused of lax implementation of lockdown, fudging the numbers of the cases and death figures. Mamta government finally gave a nod to the central teams, but not before high drama. With Manoj Galoiwal and Indrajit Kundu in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
I want to connect to my colleague Indrajit, who's joining us live right now. Indrajit, would you take us through? Now permission has been given to the two teams. Have they gone to the various districts? What more can you add?
Finally, the West Bengal government has decided to give a green signal to the central teams that have come to the state, specifically the team which is stationed here in Kolkata. After the state chief secretary went and met the team this afternoon, it was decided that the team will be allowed to move about within the city and make an on-ground assessment of the situation. That, of course, will happen along with the assistance of the Kolkata police. The Kolkata police officers will escort the team to various locations where they want to visit, and they will be allowed to make an on-the-spot assessment. The same also goes with the central team that is deployed in North Bengal. But the Home Secretary has made it clear that the state government and the state administration does not have the wherewithal, manpower, or the time at this point in time to move about with the central team, leaving all their work aside, because categorically the state government states that the standard operating procedure was not followed and they were not intimidated by the central team before reaching West Bengal.
All right, thanks Indrajit for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. Meanwhile, I want to shift focus. Days after India received over 6.5 lakh antibody rapid test kits, now questions are being raised over its accuracy. ICMR has halted rapid tests for COVID-19 and has asked states to not conduct rapid tests for the next 2 days. This after multiple complaints of rapid test kits being faulty came in earlier. Earlier, Rajasthan government stopped the rapid tests for COVID-19, claiming that the new test kits were given wrong results. The Health Ministry has stated that an expert team will now review the performance of these kits. Manufacturers will be informed. Delhi has been conducted rapid tests in all hotspots. The state of Maharashtra too had planned to conduct 75,000 tests.
डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हुआ सारे स्टेट्स में. कल हमको एक टेस्ट में से एक स्टेट में से एक कंप्लेंट आई कि उसमें कम डिटेक्शन हो रहा है, तो हमने तकरीबन 3 स्टेट से आज पूछ लिया. वो पूछने के बाद में हमको एक पता चल रहा है कि उनमें जो पॉजिटिव सैंपल्स थे आरटीपीसीआर के, उनमें वेरिएशन बहुत ज़्यादा है. कई जगह पे 6% से लेके जाके 71% जो आरटीपीसीआर पॉजिटिव सैंपल्स थे, उनकी ये जो खून के ऊपर जो टेस्ट हुई वो पॉजिटिव आ रही है. ये कोई अच्छी चीज़ नहीं. सारे स्टेट्स को ये सलाह देना है कि अगले 2 दिन ये टेस्ट किट्स इस्तेमाल न करें. 2 दिन के बाद में हम क्लियर कट एडवाइजरी देने के पोजीशन में रहेंगे, क्योंकि अगर ऐसे कुछ नज़र आया कि वो बैचेस में प्रॉब्लम है तो हम वो बैच को रिप्लेसमेंट के लिए वो कंपनी को बोल सकेंगे. इसलिए सबने इस वक्त तो भी वो टेस्ट किट इस्तेमाल 2 दिन ना करें, और अगले 2 दिन में हम जो भी सही जो रिजल्ट्स आते हैं वो आपको बताएंगे.
Connecting to my colleague Polumi Saha, who's joining us for more on this story. Polumi, the fact is 5 lakh of those rapid test kits had been given from China. Now, are these the test kits which are showing problem? Because there have been 6 lakhs as well that have been procured on the other side.
Well, Well, there is no clarity yet, Preeti. That is information that has not been divulged as of yet, whether these are the imported kits or these are the kits which have been made by manufacturers in India itself. But obviously a very worrying sign as to what is exactly happening on the ground, especially now with the ICMR cautioning states against using these test kits for the next 2 days and saying that there is a probability that because of lab tests, there must have been certain variation when the test kits were actually used on the field, and that needs to be checked. So all representatives from 8 of the ICMR's institutes will actually be going down on the field across the country over the next 2 days and will be testing these kits on the field itself in order to understand why these variations seem to be appearing, which seem to be, giving out these sort of results, which clearly state, as in the case of Rajasthan, that when they tested it at the SMS hospital on 100 COVID positive patients, only 5 of them showed to be positive when they used the antibody rapid test kit. So that is extremely worrying. RT-PCR kits in West Bengal, a whole batch of those have had to be withdrawn from the field itself. The consignment has been withdrawn. BGI, which is the vendor, will be replacing that batch as well. So the fact that these testing kits, 2 of these testing kits, the RT-PCR and then of course the rapid antibody test kits, are now proving to be faulty, that is something which is very worrying. But the health ministry insists that as far as antibody test kits are concerned, they are not the gold standard. The gold standard are still the swab test, the RT-PCR test, and hence we should wait to find out if there are variations, because some of the test kits turning faulty, that's possible. It happens with certain test kits, and they are going to try and get to the bottom of this in the next 2 days. Preeti?
Thanks, appreciated, Poulomi. We'll come back to you for more. Meanwhile, even as the rapid testing has been halted over complaints of faulty kits, India is carrying out rigorous testing across in the country as the key in fight against COVID. The government in its daily briefing today informed that total 4,49,000 samples have been tested so far. To encourage vaccine trials, government also informed that special funds will be provided to developers. This is not all. A database of corona warriors has also been set up.
हमने कल तक आज तक 4,49,810 सैंपल्स टेस्ट किए हैं। उनमें के 35,852 सैंपल्स जो थे वो कल टेस्ट हुए। उन 35,000 ऑड सैंपल्स में 29,776 सैंपल्स, ये 201 अभी लेबोरेटरीज हैं आईसीएमआर नेटवर्क में, उनमें से हुए 6,076 ये 86 प्राइवेट लैब्स में से हुए।
डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी ने मेडिकल इक्विपमेंट, डायग्नोस्टिक्स, थेरेप्यूटिक्स, ड्रग्स और वैक्सीन के डेवलपमेंट के लिए कोविड-19 कंसोर्शियम पर एप्लीकेशंस को इनवाइट किया। ऐसे 500 प्रपोजल आए जिनमें प्रिलिमिनरी स्टेज में 16 को फंडिंग सपोर्ट के लिए रिकमेंड भी किया गया है। इस मल्टीफेसिटेड अप्रोच के तहत नेशनल बायोफार्मा मिशन के अंडर वैक्सीन कैंडिडेट्स जो डिफरेंट स्टेजेस में डेवलपमेंट में हैं उनको फास्ट ट्रैक किया जा रहा है। एग्जिस्टिंग वैक्सीन कैंडिडेट्स और साथ ही नोवल वैक्सीन कैंडिडेट्स जो हैं उनको रीपर्पस करने के लिए फंडिंग सपोर्ट दिया जाएगा।
covidwarriors.gov.in, ये जो covidwarriors.gov.in है, ये एक मास्टर डेटाबेस है ऑफ 2 टाइप के। इसमें हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल्स हैं और वॉलंटियर्स हैं। अब तक ये हर रोज इसमें बढ़ोतरी हो रही है और अब तक 1,24,00,000 मानव संसाधन, ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेस ऑफ वेरियस काइंड्स, इसमें ऑलरेडी इनके डिटेल्स आ चुके हैं।
Meanwhile, the fight to contain COVID-19 outbreak has become more tough as a new threat of asymptomatic cases have come to the fore. The Health Ministry on Monday revealed that 80% positive cases across the globe are asymptomatic or show mild symptoms. The revelation comes to the fore after Chief Ministers of Maharashtra and Delhi said there were high numbers of asymptomatic cases in the 2 worst hit states. The ICMR has termed the rise in asymptomatic cases a challenge. However, it said that India cannot go for mass testing due to large populations, financial implications and infrastructural issues.
हम जो बोल रहे हैं 100 में से 80 रहते हैं, वो एक ही स्टडी है, ये बार बार बोल रहे हैं। दूसरी बात, जब हम एसिम्प्टोमेटिक की बात करते हैं तो जब कोई लक्षण बहुत कम होगा, पेशेंट खुद होके रिपोर्ट करने का चांस उतना ही कम हो जाता है। अब तीसरा तथ्य जो मैं अभी तक बोला नहीं हूं, उसके बारे में बोल देता हूं कि जितने अभी टेस्ट हुए हैं उनमें अगर आपने देखा तो सिम्टोमेटिक 31% है और जो एसिम्टोमेटिक लोग थे उनकी संख्या 69% है। इसका मायना आप अलग ढंग से अगर देखें तो अगर एक केस डिटेक्ट हो रही है तो उसके साथ में एसिम्टोमेटिक, एक एवरेज बता रहा हूं क्योंकि ये कॉन्टैक्ट ट्रेसिंग करके आए वाले पेशेंट्स हैं, तो उनमें हमको कितना दिखाई दे रहा है, 3 केसेस ज्यादा से ज्यादा, 3 शायद रहेंगे, 3 नहीं 2 केसेस रहेंगे।
All right, let's take a quick look at what are asymptomatic cases in India. Now, Delhi seems to have 25%. Maharashtra, on the other hand, has recorded about 67% cases tested have been asymptomatic in the state. Karnataka now stands at about 50% and Punjab 75%. And in Assam, asymptomatic cases are a whopping 82%. Punjab, of course, 75% and Assam at an 82%. So if you take a look of all the number of tests conducted, 82% in Assam were asymptomatic, while 75% in Punjab, UP 75% and Karnataka 50%. All right, let's move on. Here are the 3 types of silent spreaders. Asymptomatic, infected by COVID-19 patient but feel fine, carry on with their life but carry the symptom. Second, pre-symptomatic, infected, symptoms will show later but already transmitting. Then the third, mildly symptomatic, infected, you feel a little unwell but you still can carry on meeting people. All right, I want to shift into the latest breaking news that is coming in right now. The Chennai City Police Commissioner has warned those who are involved in obstructing funerals of COVID-19 patients, claiming action would be taken under the Gundas Act and no mercy will be shown. Assures the public that burial will be done as per WHO guidelines and there will be no chance of infection spreading. All right, that's the latest that we are getting in. It is coming in from the state of Tamil Nadu. The Chennai Police Commissioner has warned those who are involved in obstructing funerals of COVID-19 patients, claiming action would be taken against them and no mercy will be shown if they come in the way of these funerals being performed. He's gone on to assure the public that the burials will be done as per WHO standard or guidelines and that there would be no chance of infection spreading due to these funerals. Shalini, my colleague, is joining us for the latest update. Shalini, would you take us through this news break and pretty much coming at the back of how a doctor who died could not even be given the dignity of death with a decent burial?
Indeed, Preeti, you know, 21 people have been arrested in this particular case and the Commissioner of Police of Chennai has said that those involved will be booked under Gundas Act and no other cases like this should be reported post this brutal incident. You know, in fact, it's heartbreaking. When I spoke to his wife, what she had to tell me is the only appeal I have to the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister right now is we want him to be buried following our faith. A man of his stature to be disrespected like this, even on his death, is not something we can take, and he's definitely not going to rest in peace post what happened. Imagine a family and friends taking a person on his last journey and being attacked by people, not just in one cemetery, but in 2 cemeteries. The family first went to Kilpok, where people were protesting there. They diverted the ambulance, went to Anna Nagar, where they were attacked. The ambulance driver was injured, he was bleeding. Post this, they had to take police protection, go back to Anna Nagar Cemetery at 11 o'clock in the night, and he was buried by another doctor and 2 ward boys. So this is how unfortunate the incident from Chennai is. Today, the Commissioner of Police, A.K. Vishwanathan, said that 21 people have been arrested and we will book any other people who do anything like this under the Gundas Act.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Shalini. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. Meanwhile, let's get you the latest update from the Palghar lynching. 6 days after 2 seers and their driver were lynched by a mob in Maharashtra's Palghar. The family of the victims are now demanding death sentence for the culprits. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has assured that all culprits will be brought to book, asserting that there is no communal angle to the incident. 2 policemen have already been suspended and over 100 have been arrested. Yesterday, the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also dialed Uddhav Thackeray demanding strict action against the culprits.
मैं तो सरकार से यही गुजारिश कर रही हूँ कि मुझे न्याय चाहिए। न्याय मतलब क्या, तो उन लोग को फांसी ही होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि जिस बेरहमी से उन लोग को मारा है उस तरह से उनको फांसी ही सरकार ने देनी चाहिए।
वो 16 तारीख को गया था सुबह 10:30 बजे गाड़ी लेके, वो महाराज को लेके गया था, सूरत जा रहा था छोड़ने के लिए। तो उधर से ऐसा हादसा हो गया पालघर में। वो 17 तारीख को सुबह पता चला पुलिस आने के बाद कि ऐसा हादसा हो गया 5 बजे। अरे छोटे छोटे बच्चे है, 2 बहू है, बेटा है एक मेरा, ये बड़ा बेटा था मेरा। हाँ, वो मेरा मेन हिम्मत वाला था, मतलब उससे हमारा घर चलता था। वो भी हो ही नहीं रहा, तो हम आगे क्या करेंगे? न्याय मांगता है मेरे को।
Right now, every day at 7 p.m, what we do is bust certain claims, certain myths that are floating about, especially in social media and WhatsApp messages, which claim to be true but are really not. Now, there is a claim which is floating about that Netas have urged donations for the Prime Minister Cares via dubious websites. The fact on that is that the website is fake and this is false. The other claim going about is the government will be spraying medicine in the air overnight to kill the coronavirus. Fact check in that there is no such action initiated by the government at all. So false again. With these 2 claims that we've busted, it's a wrap right here on 7 at 7. We, of course, will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And for the other updates, do log on to indiatoday.in. You can catch all the updates on India's fight against coronavirus there. Thank you for watching. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.